Segment of the show for today. We're talking to Pastor KWalker, the pastor of the Abundant Life Christian Center North in Nashville, Tennessee, and the topic is ex-offenders in Tennessee and second chance programs. Pastor Walker, let's see if we can pick up where we left off during the latter part of the first segment by having you to make a few statements in reference to how individuals who are judged and sentenced find themselves in the system and how they are classified. I mean, where do they generally go, and why do they generally go where they go?
Okay. I know before the break, Dr. Haney, you were saying, do they make that decision? Absolutely not. You know, once you incarcerate, you lose all decision-making abilities. I mean, you lose your freedom. So that means the freedom to decide where you're going to live, where you're going to stay, where you're going to spend your time, and everything. But I think there is, you know, like you have River Bend maximum security prison.
Good.
You know, so you got what they call the high side out there. You know, and in those, I think that's where they send some of the most violent of the inmates in, people that's come in with murder charges. But not everybody with a murder charge, but some of the most violent inmates will go there. Some of the most unruly inmates, those that have a potential to create further trouble in the system. A lot of times they send them over there to the high side, which of course that's 23 hours a day in a cage that you're living in, and then you're coming out 1 hour for an exercise period, which is none other than going into another cage. It's open. It's just from one cage to another for an hour to exercise. So they do that, and you know, and they just throw you in wherever basically they want to throw you in. So in other words, you can be a non-violent offender and get and share a cell with somebody in there for murder. You know, so it's not like, okay, I'm a non-violent offender and they got this section over here for me. It's not like that.
Yeah, well, I thought maybe that there was some system that, you know, they tried to select those individuals who were responsible, for example, of writing bad checks, for example, from individuals who might be on what you have described as the high side. Why do you call it the high?
Well, because that's high security. I mean, that's max. That's maximum security over there. And those are for the ones that they really. I mean, those are the people that, in order to come out of their cells, they have to be handcuffed first and then come out. You know, those people they get fed in the cells and they don't go into the dining room to eat, as opposed to the people on the other side in the prison at River Bend that may be perhaps in Unit 5 or in the Unit 6. And then on the high side, of course, you got Unit 2, which is death row over on that side as well. So that's what the high side is all about over there.
And that's how they classify folks when they get in the system itself. People who are security risk in a real sense. But I would imagine everybody would be considered a security risk.
And then, of course, then the people, you know, and with the gang affiliations and stuff like that, you know, they call them, I don't know if they call them, it's something, it's something. Their risk, they categorize them as some type of security risk or something like that. But those, you know, but that's how their system works. I don't know a whole lot about how they actually, what they actually do to classify them, because that's, of course, that's TDOC working, and you know, most people are not privy to that operation.
But now gangs are quite prevalent in the institutions. Is that what we're saying?
Well, yeah. People are still, you know, they're still involved with the gangs and stuff like that, which is, I mean, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're incarcerated. You're incarcerated mainly because of your affiliation with the gangs in the first place, and then you get in the system, and then you're going to further that incarceration, that involvement with the gangs while you're incarcerated. So what it says to the system is that you're really not trying to change. The signal that an individual involved in a gang inside the prison system is saying is that I really don't want to